guys, I know you met in 2017, but apparently you might have met before then?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually met Dre KCON LA 2015.
Do you remember the exact what happened?
We were in okay, so my best friend knew who you were, and so she introduced me to basically who you were, and you were in a hallway or something, and we were walking, and she was like,
You do remember?
and I was like, okay. She's like, let's get a picture, and I was like, okay. So
Wow.
I still have the picture somewhere in my files, but
It was really awkward, I remember.
Wait, why was it awkward? Why was it? Was someone just asking
I could
random
tell. No, I could tell when somebody knows me, doesn't really watch me.
Oh.
At the time.
hey,
Like a while
now
back.
now I watch absolutely everything you do.
Right.
I'm watching you like a hawk,
I'm
Dre.
a fool.
So-
Ooh, okay, man. Well, thank you for watching me like a hog, I guess.
welcome.
No, but that
You're
was
welcome.
the exact day. I don't really remember your best friend though. I just remember you.
It's all good.
Are you an android?
Am I an android? Am I myself an android? Well,
According to the music video,
according to the music video,
it seems like you're an android. I'm like, last time I checked,
She's real.
don't remember that.
I mean, last time I checked, let me just. Yes, okay, there's a pulse. This is skin that hurt. Okay.
That could be a turbine in your throat. That's okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
What gets you in your feels?
What
Alex?
gets me in my feels?
Whether it be a movie, a show, a video on YouTube, a song, whether
Right.
it be sad, like what is the first thing that comes to mind that gets you in any type of feeling? Sad, angry, happy, like.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I mean, first and foremost, like anybody that might have known about me for a while might know I'm a bit of a musical theater nerd. And so, the one thing that never fails to get me in my feelings to just have a good cry is Phantom of the Opera. That musical / movie is near and dear to my heart, and like that will always just get me in my feels and thinking.
Really?
It's honestly one of the most like beautiful stories to me in the world of like musical theater. But then if we're talking about like feels of like motivation and like go out there and just do it, I mean, I'm a really big sci-fi fan, so anything with like a bunch of like action, lasers, space, it gets your adrenaline going, right? So
Yeah,
it's kind of like, okay, get up, get going, save the galaxy, you know, that kind of stuff.
Well, that works very well with what you're doing.
Exactly. The
It
AleXa
does.
concept, sci-fi, much inspired.
What about you? What's your go-to? This is for Emily. Just like to move the question around. What is your go-to like in your mind that gets you in your feels?
That makes me cry. Let's
Cry, happy, anything that first comes to mind. What feeling? But I guess people always go to cry because that's what I go to.
see. Motivation. Okay, you mentioned motivation.
Yeah.
Motivation for me would be La La Land
Ah, okay.
with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. Yeah, a lot of people, when it first came out in 2017, people were like, this movie like will mess you up because you go to it and you're realizing like, wait, like if you're in a job you don't want to do, you know, it makes you like stop and like, okay, wait, I'm gonna pursue my dreams kind of thing. And also I just love LA and I moved to LA a year or so after that movie came out.
Really?
Yeah, so and I didn't know I was gonna move to LA, but it was just like a nice like that's why I love that movie.
That's nice.
Yeah. What about yours, Dre?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Ones that make me cry. I think I've said this before, and you probably know the answer, Emily. That Lion King.
Oh, you did say that.
The scene where Mufasa dies.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's like it hurts. It's such a morbid scene for
really
a
is.
Disney movie.
A kid's movie.
Yeah, and it happens in like the first
Especially-
20 minutes.
Especially when Simba's trying to wake up his father. I'm like, oh my god, Disney, what is this?
Yo.
I'm low key tearing up because of this because it's especially when you know what it's happening. Oh my god.
That scene is horrible.
I feel like things hit you differently as an adult than they do when you
Yes,
were a
they
kid.
do.
They really hit you different, I feel like.
You start to realize like you watch a movie like a Disney movie back after the fact and you're like, dang.
Like Bambi.
Like Up.
Oh my god.
Why did Up do that to me so bad in the beginning? But like, yeah, Disney knows how to pull the heartstrings, you know?
They really do.
Pixar.
better subscribe.